современный мир отличается высокой турбулентностью, которая во многом...
The modern world is highly turbulent, largely provoked by unfair competition from some Western countries. Using their monopoly position in certain financial markets, they impose illegal unilateral restrictions in an attempt to put pressure on sovereign states that pursue independent policies. In essence, Western countries want to eliminate their competitors and preserve their former privileges, their elusive monopoly, in a rapidly changing world. As for Russia, it is certainly feeling this external pressure. However, our country and our economy are successfully coping with these challenges. We will continue to develop a sovereign economic policy, act on the external front based on our own national interests, the needs of domestic businesses and our citizens, fulfill our obligations to foreign counterparties and increase cooperation with those countries that are interested in doing so. As I have already said, the vast majority of countries are acting rationally and pragmatically. Over the past 3 years, we have significantly increased the volume of trade with them, primarily with our key partners, China and India, with whom we have many years of friendship and strategic cooperation. I know that there are many representatives of the Chinese and Indian delegations in the audience. I would like to emphasize that we aim to take cooperation with the People's Republic of China and the Republic of India to a qualitatively new level by strengthening its technological component. This is the focus of numerous joint projects in energy, industry, space, agriculture, and so on. We have established a substantive dialogue with the President of the People's Republic of China, Mr. Xi Jinping, on economic issues. We will also discuss these topics in detail, including increasing imports of Indian goods to our market during the upcoming visit to India with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Russia is open to cooperation with foreign businesses in trade, the real economy and the stock market. Our country offers great opportunities for entrepreneurs and investors, and the stability of key macroeconomic indicators guarantees the reliability of such work. Investments have been growing over the past 3 years, by 6.7% in 2022, by 9.8% in 2023, and by 7.4% in 2024. This year, the growth is more modest, but overall it remains positive. What is the reason for this? In a number of economic sectors, corporate profits have declined. This is well known. In other words, own funds for investment have decreased, while the cost of borrowed funds, bank loans, which domestic businesses have used to finance many of their projects, has objectively increased. These are obvious things that are clear to everyone. I would like to note that in recent years, our financial sector has managed to seriously restructure its work, replacing unreliable external sources of financing with internal ones. As a result, the external debt of real sector enterprises has almost halved. I will tell you that there was a certain degree of concern at the initial stage. We wondered whether our financial economies and industry in general would be able to cope with this. They did. Thanks to timely regulatory action and accumulated reserves of strength, the Russian banking sector is now operating confidently and stably. If in 2022, with a financial result close to zero, we all worked hard and made a profit of 200 billion, then in 2023 it will already amount to 3.2 trillion, and in 2024, 3.8 trillion rubles. According to the Bank of Russia's forecast for 2025, the banking sector will generate a profit of somewhere between 3.2 and 3.5 trillion rubles. In the case of foreign investment, it may be useful to have a federal perspective on where it is best for foreign partners to implement a particular project and what federal support measures to use. For such initiatives, I propose creating a unified investment support ecosystem so that entrepreneurs and companies can receive professional advice and assistance throughout the entire project life cycle, from conception to implementation. I propose creating such an ecosystem on the basis of the cooperation with the participation of the Ministry of Economic Development. Next, it is necessary to strengthen the role of the stock market as a source of investment funds. This is especially true given that the interest of citizens and institutional investors in our stock market is at a high level. Thus, in the middle of this year, more than 37 million individual clients were registered on the Moscow Stock Exchange. This is almost half of the country's economically active population. The total value of their assets exceeded 11 trillion rubles. In turn, the number of legal entities using brokerage services grew by more than a third over the year, to 50,000. the volume of their portfolios exceeded 15 trillion rubles.
Для подобных инициатив предлагаю создать